Try to. Oh, is he subscribing to us in real time?
Wow.
Oh my god,
what's happening?
dude, we're getting our payment. We're getting our payment right here.
Look at the use Prime sub button.
Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you to CHRILLCAST with the subscribe.
You gotta edit that animation on there. You're part of the fam.
This is the CHRILLCAST Conversations with the CHRILLCAST episode 2. And I have guests here, Alex and Joey from the really awesome channel called
DotSlashFrag.
Yeah.
And if people want to find that channel, how are they going to do that?
Go to .slashfrag.com.
Or
it is optimized.
It's so nice. You didn't say our Twitch channel, dude.
I think your internet's broken because you said YouTube was taking a long time to load.
There we go, sometimes StreamYard goes a little slow.
Click on that filter. Oh, click on that filter, dude. If you want to see shows with us in the middle right there, that filter, select players. Yeah.
Oh,
click average status, and Legend AF. Do it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's us.
You can filter out people you don't like.
Yeah, if you don't like
that. It's the main filter or main thing we came up with for the website.
Where's the Chris and Will filter? That's
true, dude. If you don't like beers and bacon, you don't got to watch stuff with him in it.
I'm gonna see if we can
type CHRILLCAST in that search. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, only one of them
baby.
shows up.
Yeah, because it's in the title. I guess I'm not searching tags.
So if I did Fable. Hey,
boom. That. The whole series backwards.
2 years ago.
You know what's funny? It took me a long time to find Will in this thumbnail. Way longer than it should have.
He just fits right in.
He blends so well. Speaking of Will, I feel like I'm being watched. I don't know what it is. There's just this eerie feeling that someone's creeping around here.
Will is here all the time.
He's always watching.
All right, so maybe we should start with your channel since we're doing this thing. You guys got Twitch, you got YouTube, you got a Discord, you got a press kit. Ooh, what's the press kit look like?
Yeah, what does that look like? I don't remember. Let's look at it.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I made this. That's cool.
Oh yeah,
I remember this.
There you go.
That's what we send to people when we want to get our like free games and stuff, so we can make a video for them.
And check out the merch.
Yes, sir. The merch.
That must be your internet because that shop's definitely out. Don't worry about it.
Just hit advanced and look at it. No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry about it.
I got this. All right, we're good.
Got it.
We're in.
Edit that out. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Look at that merch, dude. We got the boys on the face mask, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
We got the Make America Average hat. So good. Classic.
The my eye hat. My eye.
I miss the sandals.
Or is it just ma?
We had the sandals, dude.
That had like our faces on each one, so you could step on us.
Yeah, you could step on us all day, big boy.
So the main thing here is before you watch this interview and change your mind, go buy the merch.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, get
before
that out
you
of the
realize
way first.
how bad we are.
That's what I do. Every time I'm interested in something, I buy as much merch as possible, and then I figure out if I like it.
So why don't you guys tell me where ./frag comes from?
Ooh.
Sure. Well,
that's
you want to take the lead?
I did ask you for the hard-hitting questions, and you're swinging right out the gate with this one. We were actually trying to come up with a name for what we're gonna do because I actually had the idea to do sort of like this let's play thing for a long time, and then me and Alex were finally like, let's just fucking do it. So we had to come up with a name, obviously. Yeah,
let's just take a step back memory lane.
Oh my
Joey lived next door to me.
Oh my god!
When I was very young, and that's how we know each other. And we used to play games all the time with each other. And then one day we're like, let's just play games and record it. So that's ./frag. And in terms of where like the name came from, you might want to pull that logo back up. So we were trying really hard to come up with a name and we were like, oh, we're gonna make something real unique, and we just couldn't really think of anything. But we came up with ./frag because I'm a nerd and I program, and it's kind of like a Linux command, like you're running a frag command, like you're gonna go and kill everybody in a multiplayer match, like you're playing Quake Online, Halo Online. And then the other thing that it comes from, what is going on here, dude? I don't know what that is. But if you look at our logo, it's a crosshair, which is a dot, fragile Nigerian movie. So
That's
if you
where
look
we got
at
it from, actually.
if you look at our logo, it's a crosshair, which is a dot, and then there is a sword in a zombie's head, which is the slash, and then we have a dead zombie, which is the frag. He's being fragged. So that's ./frag. That's what the logo is.
I see the sword now. I did not catch that until just now when you said that. It's very detailed. Who designed it?
Beers and Bacon, Matt did.
Our boy.
The one that you said to filter out earlier, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good graphic artist, but like when it comes to playing games, it's questionable, dude.
Yeah.
So how would you describe how would you describe what you do on YouTube and Twitch?
Dumb.
I mean, mostly we just like to have fun together and share that with other people. For a long time. Sorry, you can go. I'm sorry for talking.
I was gonna say it just gives me an excuse to play video games. I can be like, baby, I gotta go record Tuesdays, Thursdays. We have to get this done. It's for the channel, and then we get on and we play Apex unstreamed for like 3 hours straight.
I think a big thing too is like we really enjoy playing. I enjoy playing games together. I can't play single player games. It's just so boring to me to play like a single player game alone. So like having Joey watch me or me watch Joey is a much more enjoyable experience than me going and playing a single player game. So that was like an excuse for me to get someone in to play those games with me, is like, hey, let's record it and share it. And I think over time, like we started playing older games that we either played as a kid or like Joey played as a kid and was like, hey, this was a really fun game. Like you should play it. And then I would play it. And I'm like, hey, this was a really fun game. You should play it. So it's like we get to relive those games through each other. And we just record it for fun. And over time, we kind of, I think, are evolving more into like more niche content. Probably for a few months, we haven't really posted Let's Plays right now. We're going to get back to it pretty soon. But basically, we're trying to think of different formats. We want to get into like video essays about things such as like a Digimon movie. Joey's super passionate about that movie. Things we're passionate about, like writing.
Which one?
Why we enjoyed them.
The Digimon movie.
It's the Digimon movie.
I thought there was
there's tons. There's tons of them. There's actually a lot of Digimon movies, but it's the first one.
Yeah.
The first one that bridged for between the first and second season of Digimon was
I just got like a really
weird
weird audio because it didn't pause before 2 seconds went off on your Twitch preview here. So my brain just went like numb for a second there. All right.
I saw it. I physically saw that moment in space.
I thought it was coming out of my speakers and I was worried that, like, waking up a newborn or something. It's like, oh God.
I'm done.
So some other forms of like content similar are, I'm super passionate about glitching in video games. It just happens when I'm playing. So like I just really love it because Joey and I have done game dev and game design before. I'm technically in that field right now for my main job that supports me. So like being in game dev, it's super interesting to me to get out of a map and be like, haha, I got out of the map, game dev, or like see behind the scenes where you're not supposed to see. So I make videos on glitching in Destiny 2 and Halo, and I'm super passionate about that and posting those videos. So we're trying to branch out in content like that. I think soon we'll try to. Oh, is he subscribing to us in real time?
Wow!
Oh my God,
what's happening,
dude? We're getting our payment. We're getting our payment right here.
Look at the use Prime sub button.
Let's go!
Thank you, thank you, the CHRILLCAST with the subscribe.
You gotta edit that animation on there. You're part of the fam. But
there you go.
But I think another big thing that I think helped our channel was we pushed a lot of 4-player content out. So we're playing a lot of co-op and versus games for a while. It's really hard to schedule games between 4 peoples who are grown adults and all have different varying schedules. So it's a little rare that we post them right now, but we'll eventually get back to it. It's super fun to play these games, especially ones that aren't online. So like using remote play on Steam or Parsec it's super fun to experience them.
So good.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out Parsec one of these days. And you guys definitely have to clip that, like go between my mouse moving and like the subscribing thing. You guys are freaking out. Yeah. That's gotta be a DotSlashFrag clip in the future. Oh my goodness.
A little short.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, I think DotSlashFrag formed because of those moments where you would play a game, especially like a single player game back in the days, and like it became like this huge moment and this huge piece of media for you. And with DotSlashFrag, we have a way to like share that with each other, especially me, because I have so many single player games I played when I was a kid, and I'm just like I want Alex to like play these, and I want to see how he would play these compared to me, and it makes a lot of good content, and it's just a lot of fun to do.
For the longest time, I have to say, I had a hard time thinking about like any time in my life where I would actually sit down and watch somebody else play games like in the same room as me, where I wasn't playing with them. But actually earlier today, I found myself doing that exact thing with my brother-in-law. He was playing Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a game where I really appreciate the story, but I can never get into the gameplay. It's like, dude, just play it for me and I'm going to watch this game.
Exactly. I have so many games like that where I'm like, man, this game looks so awesome, but I do not want to play. I'm like, Alex, play this game.
Yeah.
And I'll sit behind you and make stupid comments, dude. I promise.
Yeah, it'd be great if like you played Elden Ring and I watched instead of me playing it, because I don't like it.
That's the content. That's what it's all about.
This is a semi-selfish reason that I also stream and record. So like I have kids. I have 3 kids. And I feel like they'll never know me at this age, if that makes sense. Like they'll never know who I was just like hanging out as like a friend or like a person other than a dad, right? Yeah. So I feel like having all that stuff recorded, maybe when they're older they'll come back and see some of it. Probably not. But it's like a semi plus. Yeah, I mean definitely around 18 plus. But it's like kind of like a little selfish thing in the back of my head that's like, okay, they could get to see me and my friends like goofing off and see how we were. Maybe they'll not want to watch it because we'll be really cringe and boomer or whatever. Like, I don't know. But that's just like something that's in my head as well. So
that's cool. It is funny every once in a while. My wife will boot up the YouTube app to like watch some content for the kids on the Apple TV, and the kids will see a video that I did show up in the recommendeds because it's my profile.
Yeah.
And they're like, Dad, he's on TV again.
They probably think you're like some famous big time star. They're like, Dad's always on TV.
my son probably does. He probably does.
That's awesome.
What's funny is one of my son's best friends at school, his dad runs a podcast too, and we've been on each other's channels, just like you and I have been on each other's channels. And so my son thinks that we're both, his dad and his friend's dads are both famous.
That's so good.
So good stuff. I'll just keep thinking that until he gets older and figures it out. By then we'll be famous. No,
exactly,
all of us. Bro. All right. So how did we meet? That's a good question. Like, not meet, but you know what I mean? Like on the internet meet.
Sure. Well, I used to drive to a soul-sucking job that was 40 miles one way, and then 40 miles back. So it was like a very long drive. And I think just one day I stumbled upon CHRILLCAST, just honestly searching probably a topic about Halo. And I started watching all the videos basically on my drives in, and I would just leave comments.
I actually remember that from the last time we were on your show. You were talking about how you met because Alex had posted a comment on the video, the Halo video, and it was like such an in-depth, like earnest comment that he had posted that you were like, oh wow, like nobody had like taken the time to like post a comment that was actually like that thought out. Usually it's just like nice or like good video, but it actually like pertained to the content really well.
That is right. And definitely what it was.
Mm-hmm. And I remember Alex showed me you guys through that, and I was like, oh, these guys are really. I think it was I It might have been the Donkey Kong Country episode. It might have been before that. It was around that time.
The Donkey Kong Country is a great game. Like, I will never knock that game. It's awesome.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, too bad we're never gonna play it on the channel.
Oh my god, you shut the fuck up. I already streamed it.
What are you talking about?
I streamed it in one night in its entirety, and then we lost the footage. And I'm still mad about it.
So here, I had a little strategy here, guys. When I picked you guys to come on the episode right after Nerd Talk, it was for a specific reason. It was actually because he was in the video that you first commented on that we actually linked up.
Mm-hmm.
So
that was the video he was in.
That's what's up, dude. 2 years ago. Ooh. Look at that comment,
you guys
boys.
had like what? Maybe 200 subs at the time at most.
Something like that.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
We've really come a long way, haven't we, gentlemen?
Look at us now.
It's a work in progress.
It is.
I think that honestly, I think Alex probably ran into you because we ran into this thing at one point where we were going through YouTube. Like, we had watched YouTube. Everybody watches YouTube, but we'd gotten this rhythm where like every YouTube video you see is posted by someone who has like 10 million subscribes, and you're like, that's fucking boring. Like, I don't want to watch. I want to watch like smaller creators who are just starting out, like, who are super passionate about stuff. And I think that's how we stumbled upon your channel, honestly.
Yeah, we were going through a rut. We were kind of over all the fucking what is it called? Trending page people that are literally on there every single day. It's like so obnoxious.
I have found so many channels through like comments on our videos and then also through subreddits. And I think that's the best way to find smaller YouTubers is through subreddits and comments and other videos. Like, you'll see like, check out my channel, and you're like, all right, this guy's cringe, but I'll check him out.
Mm-hmm. I do that all the time. I'm subscribed to the
this
YouTube.
This was one of the best comments we had gotten up until like literally the longest comment. We did a Synopsis Sunday, and I think I read the whole comment on the video. And then we killed Synopsis Sunday because nobody watched it. That's okay.
Can we not address the fact that we said we weren't going to talk about Halo, and that last line said, "Let's hope 343 doesn't mess up Master Chief Edition."
Got him.
So how the times have come along, and
yikes,
how the milk has aged.
Dude.
Yeah, aged. Yeah.
The Master Chief Collection is the best Halo game I've ever downloaded 7 times.
I mean, in their defense, MCC didn't get messed up. MCC is probably in the best state it's ever been. Halo Infinite that needs help, but
that's a fact. All right, so moving on from that, that's how we all kind of linked up. And these guys actually hosted our podcast for a straight week in October in 2020 when my daughter was born. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. Podcast
was a lot of fun. I know we made it. We made it.
And you guys got me copyright struck by the BBC, but you know,
it's okay, dude. We got Lionsgate on us, dude.
Oh God, really?
Whatever.
For some shark footage. It was like some found footage, but it was like a teaser for their movie.
Oh,
so stupid.
All right. So moving on from that question, how do you guys decide which games you're going to play? Oh, no, actually, before that, how would you describe your roles? But I want you to describe each other. That way, Alex doesn't talk about himself and you don't talk about yourself, Joey.
That's interesting.
Joey, you can go first.
That's so kind of you. Well, how I see Alex, Alex is probably the smart person of the channel. He's got beautiful eyes. He always knows how to work the camera. He hits just the right angles all the time. So Alex is probably the one. He sets up pretty much everything tech-wise. He's the smart person. He's also probably the better player when it comes to games. So he usually takes over the role of actually playing in-depth games and stuff like that. And I don't know, he's just gorgeous. He's just a beautiful man. Like he's the looks of the channel, definitely.
He did drop his purple hair though.
He did drop his purple. That was definitely a minus point, but
however, I haven't cut it.
Yeah, just naturally rolled out.
Naturally went away.
It really did. I had to cut the last inch of it off before I went to Dubai. I was like, I gotta get my hair looking normal before I travel internationally. My turn now. Okay,
that is correct. Yeah.
Well, I think that Johnny.
Sorry,
was gonna say Joey and funny, and I said Johnny.
I thought we had a new member introducing him.
Here comes Johnny.
Anyways,
Johnny.
I think that Joey is funnier, especially because when I'm playing a game, dude, I'm just like so in it, and I'm so like, he loves making me play horror games, dude. It's terrible, dude. It's a terrible feeling. I literally feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack the whole time. I don't know what it is about horror games, but anyways, I think why did I start talking about myself? Maybe that's a bad character trait of mine. Anyways, I think that Joey is funnier. I think he probably has better taste in games than me. I think the games that he picks are different than the ones I would pick. Like I would just pick the same type of genre all the time if I could.
Yeah, like Apex Legends or bust.
I hate Apex. Stop, bro. That's
actually
all
me
Joey.
that's forcing that.
That's all. You know what? Actually, Joey picks terrible games. Fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Apex sucks, dude.
Honesty.
Yeah. I mean, he says that I'm the better player, but I have very big doubts about that. I feel like it definitely depends on genre. Like, yeah, I'm better in some genres. Joey's 100% better in different ones than me. Like in the survival like games, he's literally baby feeding me. I'm like drooling from the mouth, getting scared, and he's like he's like, press this button, do this combination, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like I forget about it every time when I'm supposed to be doing things. And yeah, I don't know. He's beautiful. Look at him. He says I'm better looking. That's bullshit. Look at he actually upkeeps himself. I don't. I'm just like look at this, dude. I haven't shaved in forever. So it's like everything Joey said about me is really about him, except for the technical stuff.
Is that my toxic trait?
No, I think
yourself and others.
I think that's why we work those, because we're equally
we're like a puzzle.
Yeah, we come together in the middle. I mean, we're both hard workers. We both put in the time. What? You laughing? Yeah, I mean, we come together in the middle, and we're both hard workers. We both put in the time. We both have a lot of fun. We know how to goof on each other without getting upset. Like Joey can shit on me, and I can shit on him. You know, nobody gets too mad. Why are you doing this to me, Joe? You see what I mean about the funny? He's taking my normal sayings and making them funny, bro. He's making it funny because I said come in the middle and shit on me. He's trying to make this something it's not. What? Look at him. Stop it.
I was going to do a bit where I was like, that was beautiful so well, because I literally grabbed a fucking napkin and then you ruined it.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's beautiful, dude. We come together in the middle. DotSlashFrag.
That's our motto.
Occasionally, you'll catch me in your streams because I just catch the moments and I enjoy them. And I just enjoy you guys as people. So like, it's fun to watch people I actually enjoy. Honestly, it's kind of funny. Like, I've never been one to watch streamers like that are popular, but if I know the streamer, I'm like way more likely to tune in.
Definitely, 100%.
Kind of like for the same reason that you're like not watching, you know, the top of the trending page and that kind of stuff. Unless I actually know that person. There's a few people I've known that actually did trend, and I was like, really? He's on the trending page? You're
like, let me see what they're trending about.
Then you're like, oh god, controversy.
Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Chris Reagan.
Yeah, exactly. He's trended a few times. Anyways, I think his Halo video trended on gaming.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. All right. If I ever trend for Halo, it's going to be for the wrong reason. I'm positive. Like, it'll be a bad take on a Halo show or something. People will be like, this guy sucks. Put him on the front page.
Roast him.
That show's great. He doesn't need his helmet on. All right. Next question. Next meme.
Let's go.
What is your process like? I know we've kind of talked about this when you guys did your stream. We did the streaming stream. We were talking about streaming in 2021 or whatever it was. And but really, what is your guys' process like every week? And actually, maybe before we do that, you guys should each pick Darbon and Beers and Bacon and just talk about that situation. You know, how you guys know them, where they fit in with DotSlashFrag, and like how much of a contribution would you say they give to the show?
Okay, sure.
So, who wants beers and bacon?
I mean,
I think I would take beers and bacon because the only reason I met Darbound is through Alex. They had been friends for a long time playing World of Warcraft, and then he ended up doing a video with us, and it was a lot of fun, and he had a lot of good energy. So we were like, let's keep fucking going.
Well, it looks like you did Darbound. My turn to do beers. Yeah, I can do Darbound. So Dan and I knew each other probably when I was like 13, 14. We met in World of Warcraft, and we had like a small clique of friends there, and we all played. We played basically until from like retail regular WoW until Burning Crusade, not Burning Crusade, Lich King, the second expansion.
Wrath of Lich King.
Yeah, and you know, we all played together, and like we were getting older, and like we just weren't into WoW anymore, so we dropped off of WoW. Him and like a couple of other people in our group actually came to my wedding. It was great. We had a fun time, and we just stopped playing games after that. Like we just all kind of went our own ways. We're figuring everything out, and then you know, as Joey and I were, you know, playing games and recording and stuff, Dan would hang around. He would be in chat. He would be in voice, like just chilling. And then one day we were like, bro, let's just record. And we did it. That was probably, I think, our first over 2 people recording was with Dan. And it was like us 3, and we were playing a game together. We had a lot of fun. I think that also led us to Joey and Dan came to North Carolina whenever, like Joey lives here now, like really close. It's awesome. It's so convenient. And Dan doesn't live here, but at that time, none of them lived here. So they both flew up here for Halloween, I believe, or sometime around November. And October. we went to the Ren Fair. We dressed up as Tingle, Princess.
That's one of my favorite videos, guys, by the way.
And Link, and it was a lot of fun. That was like the funnest thing I think I've ever recorded.
That was my first time actually meeting Dan in person. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then that led to like Resident Evil getting recorded that week, Pepsi Man getting recorded that week. It was so much fun. That was like one of the funnest weeks.
Yeah, that became a trend. We did that the next October too.
Yep, we just blasted the games out and had a lot of fun.
The holiday theme playlist. How do I find it?
Go to the homepage and then scroll down a little bit, and there should be like a listing right there. But vlogs and stuff. Yeah, that's just a short. But if you go all the way to the right, you should see it. Or click on sketches, vlogs, and more.
Yeah.
I think the first vlog he was in was the bug eating one. Was the very first one that we did, or maybe it was the candy.
So a lot of these got filmed around at the same time, but then as you can expect, the Ren Fair was a lot of footage, so it took us a very long time to edit. Like this was probably filmed in November, and we posted in April. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like we had a lot of fun. Basically, I mean, to speak to both Beers and Bacon. Well, I guess to speak to Dan. Dan was he edited a few episodes when he had the time. Right now, he's going through school. And basically, him and Beers and Bacon will drop in anytime we can schedule a 4-player session. And that's kind of like his contribution. And then if you want to talk about Matt, Joey, you can, or I can. Up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I met Matt through you again. Listen, you guys were working together.
Matt and I have worked together since before my son was born. So over 9 years, Matt and I.
That's how you guys met, though, right? You guys met at work. Yep. And then I was introduced to him through you, and we used to play various games together every once in a while, but like nothing for a channel. It was just kind of like us just hanging out playing games. But when we started to get serious about making the channel, we were looking for someone to design the logo for us, and that's when Alex thought of Matt because he has a background in graphic design, and he ended up coming up with our DotSlashFrag logo that we still use now. And
all
then
of our avatars,
all the avatars. a lot of pretty much everything graphical. So then I think we started doing the multiplayer games. We started with Darby whenever it came down, and we were all in person. And then we started doing more multiplayer stuff through Parsec, so that way we could be separate but still play games together. And Matt jumped on board, and yeah, we still have him on every time we can get together and play some multiplayer games. It's always Darby and Matt as our two first go-tos.
Yep, and it's
Followed
tough
by
to
Chris and Will. No,
bro. We need to get a Halo session going. Halo
I would
3, we
love
still
to.
haven't recorded it.
I would love to do that.
It's crazy because Matt literally lives like less than a half a mile away from me.
Bro.
And so then
Yep.
Joey lives like 20 minutes. So we're all pretty
Yep.
close now. Dan's still in Minnesota. But
It's not too far.
It's not too far.
Not too
It's
far.
an easy flight.
I'm not good on geography, but it doesn't seem that far.
It's next door. But it's
So
crazy that like when we started, Joey was in like Miami and I was here.
Yeah.
And like
Yep.
it was very different times. But
Yeah, if you
you
watch,
also-
if you watch our first Banjo-Kazooie video, like it's a train wreck.
we like
That's where it all
screen capped
started.
through Skype with
Mhm.
no camera, like crappy mics. It was cool. I mean, you gotta start
What kind
somewhere.
of-
So
What kind of a person does that? Oh,
yeah, I know who does that.
Disgusting. Ugh.
But I was gonna say like we did a lot of 4-player stuff, and I want to get back to it because that's some of the funnest things I like playing. But like it's hard to schedule that, so you'll see like Matt or Beers and Bacon and I, we recently like live streamed Lego Star Wars, and like it was just me and him. And then like Joey and I will live stream Apex. Joey and I will live stream Elden Ring. We'll record a lot. We have so much backlog on recording that we just literally are just live streaming right now, so we can get the motivation to start editing again. It's been a very rough beginning of the year. I've been out of like the country, out of the state. Like it's just been so much shit going on. So it's been hard to really hunker down and get the editing going. So with the streaming, it really helps offset just continuing to create a backlog of more content. So
So I'll be honest, one of the things that I think is hard, one of the hardest things about YouTube, and you can agree or disagree with me, is thumbnails.
yeah, especially as somebody who's not, I wouldn't consider myself like graphically or design driven. So it's hard from that standpoint.
I don't know, dude. Like, I think I haven't done barely any thumbnails, but I'll say Alex's thumbnails are like top tier shit.
I'm not saying
I
that
crack
they
up
look. I'm not
every
saying they look.
single time.
I'm not saying they look good or bad. I'm saying that
Yeah.
they're hard to
hard
do.
to
Yeah.
put together. Oh yeah, they're very hard to do. I think Alex
Yeah.
does such a good job of designing.
Alex's
the
are
thumbnails.
good. I'm jealous.
Every time I
of
see
your
him, I
thumbnails.
crack up.
Thank
They're
you.
usually very well done.
Yeah, so I mean, like the other thing too is like good and bad is subjective. It's a matter of like what the algorithm sees as good. Like, are people clicking on it? What's the click through rate and shit? And then it's the other thing of like we have so much varying content. So like as you can see, we have a bunch of those Destiny 2 glitch videos. So I've tried to create like a theme with those videos at least. So when people see those,
They
we have
know
a
who it
lot of
is.
people that subscribe because of them. So it's like I kind of want to help them get to the right content and then kind of make those goofy, cool, fun videos or thumbnails. So it's like you'll see things like that Wolfenstein. The Wolfenstein ones, you know, I take like more liberty on because it's like, how do you make a thumbnail for like a level on Wolfenstein that's like a 25-year-old game? It's like, who cares?
Mhm.
So it's like I just take some of our faces and overlay the logo. Look at that Hitler. Is that Hitler hugging a bear? What the
It's it's
Grenade
bear
bear
hug.
That's Grenade Bear Hug, the famous ./Frag episode.
You didn't. Oh, classic.
Classic.
Only 29 people know what we're talking about, but they know.
Look at that Goosebumps, dude. That is probably my favorite content we've ever made. Is the VR Goosebumps
That's just
videos.
so funny, dude.
We literally get in VR and read a Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure.
Yeah, to a
It is
random
so much
hobby.
fun. And we have random people just walk up while we're reading it and sit down at like a campfire. It's
Really?
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
It's so
we
funny.
just like improv jokes in between and stuff, and it's just so much fun.
I love it, dude. It's just such a cool experience.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually neat. I didn't know you guys did that. I must have missed that
Yeah.
entirely.
Yeah, I think we've
We don't
done
really- We don't
two
really
of them.
broadcast and we do that shit. We just kind of do it. We're not
Yeah.
very good at the whole social media sort of aspect of it.
That's
Hey.
that's a really hard thing to do.
So here's another thing. Your guys' content is constantly changing and evolving. Whatever happened to the Now We Gaming podcast?
Ooh.
The Now We Gaming podcast hosted by DotSlashFrag every month. What do you mean? What happened to it? It's right on our front page.
Frag, Now We Gaming podcast.
Okay,
like, come on, it's got its own section.
There's no way.
It's on the front page of our YouTube. What are you talking about? Yeah. Isn't it?
I gotta
find
it.
It's definitely somewhere.
Home. click on home. This isn't home. No, click on home in the top left.
Let's see if we can find it. See if we can find
there.
This thing.
Come on, dude. Scroll down. It's there. Did I remove it? I think I made room for it. I think I Oh no.
The last one was a year ago.
It's posted every month. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like once monthly. Like we did 12 episodes, then you just listen to them every year.
On a serious note, I don't know. I think that it's tough to come up with topics that we're super passionate about. And then there was like a period where, like, if you look at some of these videos, like, I think in the remake video, I literally just moved into like my new office and none of my shit was set up. Some of the old videos had like bad setups. I think we struggle to find like a cadence and like a easy to set up solution that doesn't take a shit ton of editing. So I don't know. I think a character flaw, I mean, at least for me, I'd say for both of me and Joey, is like trying to perfect these things and just instead of just going with it and just being like, it is what it is.
I think we had this section where we'd come up with like a topic and then we'd talk about only that topic. And honestly, I think that's where we went wrong with the podcast, because in our last episode, the 90s Kids Only one that we put out, like I think that was our final one that we posted, and that was one where we just like talked about random bullshit, and I had the most fun on that, and I think that was the way to actually just go about it. But I think it got boring. Like I don't want to do something that, like, there's a billion podcasts out there, everybody has a podcast, and I didn't know if I wanted to like stack another podcast on top of it doing the exact same stuff. So I don't know. That was my take. I don't know how everybody else felt about it, but
no, yeah, it came down to like, it was like a pivotal point where we started. I mean, I think that's probably when we started posting glitch videos, but it was kind of like, what kind of content do we want to post? Yeah. Like, do we want to invest a ton of time into this, into a podcast?
Was a lot of time.
So, I mean, I think if we could get it down to a point where like we're okay with not editing it and just we get good at talking and there's not a bunch of like empty space, I think we could probably do it. But I think like this year we're going to probably hunker down on a few different things, glitch videos for sure, video essays for sure, and refining our Let's Plays.
Video essays.
Yeah, so the Digimon.
Essays, what do you mean? Oh,
like
Digimon, okay.
Yeah, like talk about like how it made us feel when we watched it, why it stands up to time, the test of time, and stuff like that. And I think our bread and butter is like the 4-player content. So I think it's like, because we got a lot of traction with like Air Console and a couple different people sponsoring those videos. So I think if we can refine the process to getting a 4-player game from the ground up to posted, like scheduling and stuff, I think we can do better there. And I
rotate in some guests maybe too as you guys go. Like, is that an idea you've had with collabs and whatnot?
Yeah, I think we just need to figure that out in terms of like scheduling again, because it's like Joey and I can record together, you know, essentially anytime, like any day or whatever after a certain time. But it's like we need a third or maybe a fourth too that could do that as well, because like we even had a session where we played versus the devs of a game, like PvP. It was like 4v4 or something, or 3v3. It was a lot of fun. But the other thing I was going to say is I think we're going to refine the process, because like we edited a lot of stuff. We went from having only Twitch videos because we streamed Banjo-Kazooie, and the first 6 months of DotSlashFrag was only streamed. And then we would take that content and just cut dead air out and post it on the YouTube channel. And about 6 months in, we were like, maybe we should focus on YouTube more and make it more curated. So we started recording offline, editing, and posting. The problem with that is like, if we record, what's a game that's coming out? Let's just say when Resident Evil came out, 8 or whatever. Like, if we record it and post it, nobody's gonna watch that over Jacksepticeye, Markiplier. Like, it just seems like such a loss in terms of time and investment to record and edit that. However, we are very passionate about it. So it's like this tough balance. So I think things like that we're going to stream and just not edit it and just move on, because like we want to play the game, we love that game, but it's like we don't want to invest time in that. And then there's a bunch of indie games that nobody plays and we get given to us by the devs, and we love the devs and we want to support them. So then we record those offline and we edit them and post them. And I think that's probably the route we'll go.
I do think when you post something that everybody else is playing at the same time, like sometimes the algorithm picks it up, but most of the time they just keep the trending page.
Lost in the void.
Yeah. Exactly. Lost in the void. It's like when you guys play something that looks really interesting or something I've never heard of before, I'm like, okay, all right, let's see what this is. Like that one game, I think it was downhill biking, where you like managed to fling yourself across the map. That was like
so fun.
That's like the greatest thing I had ever seen in like a biking game, where it just
so
like
good.
You broke the barrier or something. Like, across the map.
Those weird games are some of the like most fun moments like you have to. I like the older games because of the nostalgia factor and the showing my friends something that like I loved at one point, but also like the indie games that we have no idea what's going to happen are some of the best too.
Now, here's something that, since this series is, I'm trying to focus on like friends of the channel, like channels that don't have like millions of subscribers, right? None of us do really, except for like the trending page, like you guys said. So people that are just starting out, that want to get to that 1,000 mark, what do you think was the best thing you guys did to get your channel past that 1,000 mark?
I think shorts is a huge thing that people don't take advantage of enough. I think that can put you out there, and it gets a lot of traction pretty easily, and it's not hard content to come up with. Like you can grab it from content you've already made, just like your best moments, and it'll get you a lot of traction very easily.
Reuse as much content as you can across every platform. But in terms of us, like I think the biggest thing is finding a niche. Like just being a Let's Play channel, I don't think was enough. A very big thing that helped us was the glitch videos. Like when I started posting glitch videos, we were getting like we got 100 and stuff like in the fastest time we've ever got. And it's just like having that niche that can be searchable is very important. Now, obviously, you get these people who come on and they're like, "Oh, I haven't looked at my subscriber count all year. I just post for the fun of it." Like, yeah, no shit. I post for fun too, but like, you know, if I'm investing,
seeing that number go up, it just feels good.
Yeah.
Well, that and like if I'm investing time into it, like if I was just streaming and not giving a fuck, sure, whatever. But like if I'm investing time and using other people's time, so Beers and Bacon, Average Status here, and Dan, like if I'm using their time for this thing and they're also investing time outside of playing the game, like I don't want to waste their time. So it's like obviously you need to care about your subscriber count and stuff to some extent. Like don't obsess over it and like lose sleep over it. Like who cares? Like I was very excited to get to 1,000 because it unlocked the full potential of YouTube for us. Because I don't think monetization should be a locked feature. And part of that is like you get the community tab, you get all these other things that should just be out of the box. So it's like that was the biggest thing I stressed over is getting those features unlocked. And then once we hit 1K, I was like, whatever, dude, we'll just do what we do.
Dude, the community tab being locked behind 1,000 subscribers is the stupidest thing YouTube ever did.
Yep.
So
but now they dropped it down to 500.
Yeah, I saw.
Like
I mean, it's good. It should be 0, bro. Like
it should be.
It's fucking stupid.
I mean, I get they don't want people crowding. Like, let's just say you got 50 subscribers. They don't want you spamming the community tab and like, you know, with trends and stuff. But at the same time, because they pop up on other people's stuff. So like if you manage to hit the right hashtag at the right time, you might show up in somebody's feed and it'd be like a bot net kind of a deal. So I get like locking it behind a certain number of subscribers, but I think hiding monetization and the community tab together is a mistake.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe like 200.
You're gonna hurt the community for people who are actually going to utilize it for that small subset that's going to use it against the rules. It's like just get better fucking tools to ban those people.
No, I mean, I'm just saying I get there like locking. I just don't think that 1,000, like locking like almost everything behind 1,000 was too much.
I mean, especially like if I'm verifying my stuff for monetization, like you have all my information. Like you could just ban me, and then next time I apply for monetization, I'm on a list
nope.
where I'm banned. So it's like, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing that will help a channel grow is having a niche on the channel. It doesn't have to be the primary content that can be searched, because when people go, like, if you type Destiny 2 glitch, I'm assuming our channel will show up. I hope so. But like, this is this is gonna be all the there. Boom. There's our. It's like 6 videos, 7 videos down, and then people will see that theme of the thumbnail, and then if they type like Destiny 2 so and so out of bounds, which is like the big thing for us, then they'll be able to see how to get out of bounds. So like, there's our latest video. So it's like those thumbnails, and as you can tell, our thumbnails don't look like any of these other fucking. I hate these thumbnails, dude. These like black bar, giant text. Get this thing now! Oh, come on down to Bubba's truck sale. We're gonna sell all the trucks, and you're gonna get them all. Like, I hate that fucking thumbnail. Clearly, it works, but it's like, at least ours, when you're scrolling, you can tell what it is. So, like, the Destiny 2 glitch community itself, in terms of out of bounds, is pretty. I mean, it's pretty close knit. Like, most of the people are in one Discord and stuff. So like, they can start piecing those together and seeing our content, and a thread is woven between them. So
yeah, clearly you guys are searchable.
Yeah. I think a thing that I hear a lot from YouTubers, especially like more popular ones, or people who get really famous really fast, is that they feel they get stuck into a niche, or like stuck in a spot where they have to make this content. And I don't think we'll ever get like that. Because no matter what our subscriber count is, or what the people want to see, we're gonna make videos that we want to do also.
Like, there's 2 of our videos.
Yeah, I'm scrolling and I keep seeing them there. You guys are clearly searchable.
Yeah. So get something that is a niche that can be searched, and tag it well. Like, if you have to search up other people's content and learn how they tag it, you can. There's plenty of plugins that show you their tags and shit. Like, come up with a good set of tags for these types of things.
I always use the tag ./frag in all of my videos.
Get it, boy.
YouTube glitch right there.
Well, I'm so sorry for your subscriber count. I'm so sorry for that.
Yeah, they don't want to see this video that's about to come out.
Yeah, I have learned though, like, it seems like you get returning viewers when you have like one of those niche playlists, or like a specific thing you cover whenever it happens. Like, for example, anytime a update comes out for Sony PlayStation products, people like swarm the channel. I'm like, why are you guys watching me? I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think the other thing too, like you kind of said it, but playlists. Build good playlists. Build playlists that are related. Build playlists that, like, if somebody was to watch the first video in it, they would want to go to the second video in it. So if you look at ours, we have we have the ./frag CHRILLCAST one where we did the crossover. On our main page, we have a lot of Destiny specific playlists, and I broke them out like based on like specific locations in the game. So it's like, there's a planet called Europa. So it's like Destiny 2 out of bounds on Europa. And it's like an entire playlist of all those types of videos. So it's like, if somebody gets into that loop and they're like looking for a Europa out of bounds, then they can stay in that loop and keep watching that Europa content. So,
And just for the record, not every single playlist that somebody creates for their channel has to even be on the homepage or anywhere posted. Because when you search in YouTube, everything comes up, including playlists.
The other thing you can see on this search right here is chapters. 100% use chapters if you're not. It's a very easy, cheap way to get search engine like hits. It's basically like, if it's a certain thing happening in that point of the video, you can just use any type of keyword or whatever. So like in our videos, you'll see like,
anybody searching for that, it'll point out that.
So like you see on this second video, out of bounds glitches Marasov's chamber. Like the first chapter says glitching out of Marasov's chambers. So it's like I get the hit for the title, but I also get the hit for that like chapter. And like, if you type in either of those keywords, they're both going to bring this video up. So
So I think I've gotten lazy, and YouTube has started like auto chaptering some of my videos.
Yeah,
hell yeah. So I think the moral comes down to you can have a great yard, fantastic yard, but you got to find what the milkshake is. All right, the milkshake can be strawberry, chocolate, vanilla. It doesn't matter. You got to find that milkshake if you want the boys to come to the yard.
Yeah, if you want to bring the boys to the yard, get the right milkshake.
You guys have a playlist called "Boys in the Yard," don't you?
We have something like that.
All the boys in the yard, or something like that.
Yeah, all the
sounds very familiar.
That's it.
Wow, I want to see more of our. Why is it all the boys in the yard? What the fuck? Why do we name that? I like it
because it's all the boys,
and we're in the yard or something.
Yeah.
So
who got the milkshakes?
Okay. Who does what before a video releases?
I sit there and get prettied up. I'll start like writing notes on my notepad. And that's about all I do. Alex does everything else.
What notes do you write? We're not supposed to take notes. I thought we talked about this.
No, I told you not to take notes. I take all the notes. Listen, you just stick to what you're good at.
So does somebody specifically do the titles? Who does the tags, content?
Well,
the way that the content appears on your homepage. Like who does what?
Alex usually does most of it, but we'll pretty much do it conjoined, like together. So Alex will come up with the idea and be like, okay, so this is what we need to do for this section, and be like, what do you think about it? And we'll just come together and brainstorm on it, and then come up with whatever it's going to be. That's whether it be titles, whether it be sections, how the channels like set up, or pretty much everything. We come up together.
Yeah, I mean, you'll come to realize that Joey's like parsec into my computer like 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like before this, we were editing a video for a new social network that we're gonna launch. I won't name it here, but we were editing it, and basically like I'm in Premiere editing it, and we're watching it, and we're making edits, and like Joey will be cracking up, and then I'll go off of that and like go to that section and make an edit, or he'll be like, "Hey, make this edit," and we'll edit it in real time together. Yeah. Joey also has edited plenty of videos on the channel. In terms of like actually posting the stuff to YouTube, it's typically me. But like, as Joey said, like 90% of the time is like us both there, and I'm like, I might physically be typing it, but it's like I'll be setting up for a stream, and I'm like, Joey, give me a title. Like, think of a title, and I'm like doing all the technical stuff, getting it set up. He like implants the title in my brain, and then I type it in. So it's like really a conjoined effort.
Would you say that part of doing YouTube not solo, but having a good team behind you is an important piece? Or would you say that it would be easier to do things solo? I guess the better question is, doing it as a conjoined effort in YouTube, do you think that's easier or harder than doing it alone?
I think for most people, they'd find it harder to do it with two, and it'd probably be easier to do it as solo, because you don't have to. I think when you do it with duos, you kind of have to come together on different things. You have to find common ground and like figure out stuff together. And there's going to be things that you don't necessarily agree with that you have to like put into place because somebody else sees something different and you see something different. So you kind of got to find the middle ground there. But I think with us, I think it's easier for us to do too, because we just come together. Like, we don't really fight on things. We kind of just come together, figure out what the top like suggestion would be for stuff, and like whatever the best plan of action I think we come up to is just what we take. Like, we don't really get into argue. Like, I feel like a lot of duos will like get into arguments or like won't agree with each other, where we don't really do that. We just kind of come up with something, we figure something out together, and that's what it is. I don't know if that answered your question, but for us duos, for other people, I could see probably single being the best option for most.
Yeah, do you think though that, I guess one more question for you, Joey, before we move on to Alex with this one. Do you think the motivation having more than one person on the channel is better because you're like, other people are relying on you, you're relying on them, the commitment is stronger with a team versus a solo?
I don't know. I hear a lot of people talking about this, and a lot of people who solo stream and solo record, and what they come up with, or like the main thing that they talk about, is that they want to do the channel how they want to do it, and they don't want other people telling them how to change something or having different opinions. They kind of just want to do it exactly how they want to. And like I said, like we don't really have that between us. We just we figure stuff out together, whatever the best option is, and that's just how we personally do it. I can see other people having problems with that, but for us it just works.
So
I hate to quote Bethesda on that. But.
Does it motivate you, Joey, that I show up every day, that you show up? We're both there on time. We're both ready to go, and we record. Like, does that help?
Was that on
motivate
time
you?
thing a jab at me for tonight? No, I was kidding.
No, I mean,
wow.
No, it wasn't a jab at you. But there's plenty of times we don't show up on time, but we communicate what time we're gonna get on. But it's like, does that motivate you knowing that I'm gonna get on to want to record for ./frag? Like, would it be easier that day to be like, I'll just do it tomorrow or something, instead of doing it that night at that time? I guess I think that's what Chris is trying to ask.
The fact that Alex is coming into the middle.
Oh yes, now you're using terms I understand. Okay. Well, I don't know. I feel like we're both the kind of people who are like, once we commit to something, like we've already given our word, like that's what we're doing. So like we record every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and like we never miss those days. Like every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Like we're locked in. Whatever the plan is, we'll come up, be like, are we meeting your place? Are we doing it online? We come up with that, and like that's it. Once we say we're going to do it, like that's it. We're locked in. Yeah, I think other people would have problems with that. Like it's hard to schedule multiplayer stuff because you always have other things going on with other people. But for us too, like once we set the date, once we set the time, like we're both there 100%. So I guess it does influence me knowing that Alex is always going to be there, because I always want to feel like I'll always be there for him. Like, so he'll be like, okay, Joey's always going to be here. I can always rely on him to put these videos
for you.
Oh,
that's all I know from my song. Sorry.
Oh my God, dude.
It would be very hard for me, I think, with a family to constantly make content by myself. I probably wouldn't want to. I would probably just play games and that's it. Because it's like all this extra stuff just for myself. It's like when we're playing games, like I might low key be trying to like impress Joey with my skills, or like hit him with a joke I've been thinking about. You know, it's like ha ha ha. But it's like I'm playing by myself or just talking to a chat box. Like I don't think that I'd be as motivated.
No, definitely not.
Like there's plenty of times I could have just turned on a stream on ./Frag channel and play by myself, and I'm just like, I'll just play this game offline or something.
You say play with yourself or play by yourself? Twitch is getting to that point. Like right,
dude. Is Twitch
Alex is about to break down and become a hot tub streamer.
Yeah, right. Don't pan that camera down.
Yep.
You like green screen your hot tub into Hugh Hefner's pad, just, you know.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
He's got the robe, the cigar, bubbles coming out of it.
Hell yeah.
Like that Ed, and Eddie, you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah, now you're coming up with ideas, Chris. Now we're getting somewhere tonight.
Great. Because it'd be awesome to sit around.
Chris is genius. He
guys are like
up with all these ideas for us.
I have also thought about, when you guys are streaming, having Will and I hop on as commentators and like streaming your stream while we commentate.
Oh my God,
that'd
be so good.
We could go down CHRILLCAST.
We could go down the rabbit hole. And we could commentate you commentating us.
Oh, Chris did a bad job commentating.
Wow, ooh, he really missed it on that one.
Chris has no idea what Elden Ring is, so there's that. Okay, so let's get on to the next part here. How do you decide when a series is dead and you're done covering it versus finishing a game to a fault? Like, where are you guys at? You guys did just
when it's
automatically
done,
finish a series?
When it's done is when it's done, boy. There's been games that, we've wanted to stop. So here's the other thing too. We might get an indie game that we absolutely hate. We just fucking despise it, and we record it. I'm just being honest. Like, there's games that have been really fucking bad, but we don't just post the video of us roasting the game. You know, like I feel like we are a little respectful in terms. Like, if the game is bad, like we might send an email along and like send suggestions to them. We're not going to just post a video ever, just like tearing a game down.
Yeah,
like,
we don't do that.
typically when I'm talking crap about a game, it's because it's like my self-defense mechanism, and like I'm bad at the game or I'm scared in the game.
Yeah, every episode of DotSlashFrag has a "this game sucks" in it. 100%, it's in there. But I think even with like bad games, like we'll find. I've always been the kind of person who will find something positive about it. So I'll always just come up with like what the game's doing well, or like what's a good moment in the game, or positive, like maybe graphically, sound, like script, something. I'll find something good to talk about, and I think that's what we do with indie games. Whenever it comes to them, like we'll just find something good about it.
Yeah. So to answer your question, if it's a long series, we try to finish it. I don't think there is a series that we've decided to abandon. We haven't posted the last episode of Black Mesa.
No, there's a series we've abandoned. It was very early on. It was a game we decided not to talk about on this stream.
I don't remember
Halo.
this. Oh, yeah. There's a game we abandoned first episode, Halo Wars.
Oh, you guys tried that on stream? I must have missed that game.
It was like one of our first videos.
So here's the thing. I think that I set Joey up for failure here because early on we talked about, I mean, we were both very big Halo fans growing up. Like we played Halo multiplayer a lot. And we were like, oh yeah, like we'll like pay homage to it and we'll play all the Halo games in order on Legendary. So we started it and we did it and we got through 2. We got through Halo 2, the worst fucking Legendary experience ever.
That's a bad one.
And then we get to Halo Wars and it was just like, it was not a fun game on Legendary, bro. It was not a fun game on Legendary. And then I was like, let's just switch it to like easy. And then it was like not even, it was like drooling.
Easiest game, yeah.
Yeah, it was like there was no in between. So we're just like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
So
we moved on. To answer your question, there has been we want to finish games is like our biggest thing. Like even if we get sick of a game or get to a point where like I don't know if this game is doing that well, like we'll still try to push through just for ourselves, just to be able to beat these games.
Yep.
That's usually what it comes down to.
Yeah, I mean we might take a break and then come back to it.
I can definitely appreciate a completionist attitude because I hate when series get dropped midway through.
Yeah.
This is where me and my wife really differ on things because like she'll watch a TV series and like she'll stop at season 3 and there's like 8 seasons and I'm like, no, I want to finish the show. I don't care that it sucks. It'll get better, right? And even if it never gets better, I'll still finish it.
Yeah.
Actually, the first time in a long time I gave up on a series. I bet you can't guess what it was.
Walking Dead.
Nope. Well, I did give up on
a TV series.
A TV series. Yeah.
When did it come out? Halo.
I was about to say that.
I gave up on episode 4. Yikes. I gave up before the Paramount Plus subscription free was over. Actually, you want to know something funny? Here's a tip for anybody that wants to finish the Halo show for free. If you cancel before the subscription's up, it will offer you an additional month, which means I got to go cancel it here real quick.
Yeah.
Because I got my additional month and I'm going to be done. I'm done. Amazing. I don't want it. I don't want it.
My biggest beef, other than the fact that it's totally just they've changed so much stuff, is like the CG. Some scenes look great, and then some scenes look terrible. Like they must have had terrible quality control. I don't know. Like it's just so inconsistent. There's no cohesive design on the show, and I'm just like,
you're like, obviously this part of the show is edited on Windows XP, and then this other part was on Windows 11. Because like, what the heck?
It's special, dude.
You roll into some like red versus blue footage. You're like, how did this get here? All right, next question for you guys. What was that? I had something too. I'm blanking. I'm sorry, guys. Tired. Newborn brain. Shoot.
Yeah, I got a brand new kitten, so I understand that.
What is your favorite thing about DotSlashFrag? Are you pointing at him? Because you're there. You go.
Oh my! Stop! Oh my gosh!
How do I point? There we go. That way. That way. Touch my finger, Joey.
He's like pointing back.
Is this going to be like that painting?
He's like pointing at Will.
I'm like Will over there.
My favorite part about DotSlashFrag is getting to play and experience games with friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
That's what it all started as.
I think that's why we made the channel, and I think that's why we've continued to keep doing stuff. Even
Maybe
like
that's
live
why
action videos.
Maybe that's why our channels connect so well, is because part of the reason that both of these channels started was to keep the friendships alive.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I agree.
In a media format.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because off screen, Will and I hate each other. No, I'm just kidding.
That's why he's not here.
Yeah, no. So I chose to reboot this conversation series, and I didn't really hand him a schedule, and he's like, well, let's try and focus on getting these out there however we can do it. So he just wants to get it going again, and as it goes, he'll be part of it as well.
Yeah.
He just
we got him. We got him here in spirit. That's fine.
We got
we love Will. He's always with us in our hearts.
The stunt double down here in the wherever I'm pointing.
Just edit it to where your finger, like even if you're like this, just cut this and like spin it to wherever it is.
There he is. No. B-roll Will from the DotSlashFrag takeover.
From the DotSlashFrag.
Where's my hoodie at?
Where's the hoodie and the Xbox beanie?
All right. Next question. Do you guys have anything that you're working on that you have not released yet?
Next question.
Alex can take that one.
Next question. Yes.
Well, actually, better question. I'll give you a better question. How about this? Throughout the time that you guys have been doing this, you guys have had obviously the podcast. You've had your sketches and vlogs. You've had Let's Plays. You've done live streams. How do you decide when something is like done and you're ready to move on to a new series that you're doing? Like you got the Let's Glitch that's been ongoing in your channel. What would make you decide to stop doing Let's Glitch and do something different?
I don't honestly on our channel. I don't think anything ever gets to the point where we're completely through with it. We're done. We're not going to do this ever again. It just sometimes we just get bored of doing something, or like we just don't feel like the time invested in it is worth it at the time. So we'll kind of put it in the background, and then if we ever feel like we want, like say the podcast, we might feel like we want to do a podcast again, so we'll bring it back out. But I don't think anything ever gets permanently removed from the channel. Like nothing will ever be like we're never doing this again. It's just kind of like we'll get to a point where we don't feel like doing that at the time, or it's not worth the time sink at the time, but later it might be, and we might pull it back out.
More like pause, not stop.
Yes. Yeah.
So I mean, we would stop posting glitch videos if Bungie ever got good at making maps.
No, wouldn't we just go play like Bethesda games or something?
That's true. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, to kind of echo what Joey said, like, yeah, I mean, I don't think that we're not ever going to post a podcast again, if that makes sense. Like, we are going to post one eventually, right? Like,
we're never not just going to. Yeah.
I think it's a matter of perfectly what Joey said, like time and investment and like return on that, right? Like if we can make a podcast that's easy to talk through and we don't have to edit a ton, we'll do it. It's just a matter of like there's other things that we could do that we think are either funner, because at the end of the day we don't really care. Like we're not beholden to the numbers of Twitch and YouTube. Like we just do whatever's fun for us. And if we're not having fun, we just do something else. And then maybe one day we'll have fun again doing that thing we were doing, but we have to optimize it or do something differently. So
agreed.
Yeah, I can totally echo that. Like bringing back a series after you put it on hiatus for a while. It seems like some of the series that any YouTuber does over time will either pick up steam or lose steam, and then it's nice to kind of put it on pause for a little bit and then bring it back when you think it's relevant again.
Yeah, you bring it back and you're like, I miss doing this. Like now I remember like the fun times I had. Like let's do one of those again. Yeah, I completely agree.
We definitely miss doing the interviews, so I appreciate you guys coming down here for said interview and making the time for me with the ever changing work schedule and now new work schedule.
Alex definitely gets your standpoint, and like I said, I just got a new kitten, so I'm there too. I understand having a baby in the house.
He's like,
meow, meow. Go lay down, damn it. What you were saying?
He's like, hold on, gotta beat the cat.
Oh God, again.
That did not sound right.
Oh yeah, watch. Come on, man. Euphemisms.
Oh,
also, to answer your one question, you asked if we had something in the works that we haven't talked about yet. Yes.
Good. I always like it when you guys come out with something brand new. It's always fun.
It's gonna be very new, very fresh.
OnlyFans? No. Only frags. Yeah, like a DotSlashFrag boys calendar.
That'd be hilarious.
Are you got your notepad out? You taking notes, Joey?
Yeah. Yep.
I think. Okay, let me give you a suggestion. Here's something I think it would be a lot of fun for the 4 of you guys to do. I want to see you guys do like DotSlashFrag party, where you guys create like your own version of a Mario Party map, and the mini games are like 4-player games that you guys have to play to advance, and you got to collect stars along the road. You could use Willicorn as your stars for whatever you want to do. Yeah. But
like
as you
real life,
like an IRL.
Oh my
Mario
God, like
Party
your backyard.
Frag. Yeah. You guys are walking around the thing.
That'd be fucking amazing. That's
and you guys are playing games in between.
That's so good.
It could be an ongoing series. You guys could do a 1 turn per episode or something.
I don't think he knows about Matt and Mario Party, bro.
It doesn't have to, that's the thing. You guys could do like Resident Evil or whatever game. Well, Resident Evil's not 4-player, but
kind of like our Minecraft IRL video.
Oh, you guys could make the board in Minecraft, to be honest with you.
It'd be so good. I agree. That's actually really good. Thank you for that. I hope that comes free and we don't have to pay for that suggestion like the last one.
You're gonna have to pay for it by having to make it. That's gonna be the hard part.
God, the editing.
I'm just an ideas guy. All right, I don't ever do any of my ideas. I just have a lot of them.
They're brilliant, Chris.
All right. I do want to offer this time now. Is there anything that we have not covered about your channel that you guys would like to cover?
I think we do. We were really focused on YouTube for the longest time. We've kind of taken a little bit of break from that. We are going to get back to making more videos. We're going back to our normal selves real soon. But we've been focusing a lot on streaming too now, which has been some of the most fun that I've had while doing it. Because now that I live close to Alex, I can head over to his house. We do it every Sunday, but I can actually go over to his place and like we can do this together, like playing these games physically on a couch together. So it feels like, 2 friends just hanging out. It feels like that.
Coming together to play great games.
Yes, we come together in between, and so
we come together in the middle.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Get it right.
I'm so sorry. I'm forgetting where we come together. My brain's frazzled. But like, I think we're having a lot of fun with our Twitch, even if it like isn't. We don't get the biggest turnout, or like we have these people on Twitch now that we have so much fun playing with, and these games that we have fun playing, and I think Twitch has become a fun place for us. Like we get to actually chat with people, which is really cool in real time.
Yep.
Anything else from you, Alex? What are you thinking?
Come watch a stream. No, I mean, I think that just keep an eye out. We'll have new content out. If you are interested in movie essays, hopefully that'll tickle your fancy. Eventually we'll get one posted. If you want to network with us and you want to come on and play some games with us, or you want us to come play games with you want us to tickle your butthole, whatever you're into, like we don't judge.
We don't judge.
I mean,
we don't judge.
This is a judgment free zone. Don't sue me playing
really
fitness.
Feather on the end. Great.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to network with us and play some shit with us, let us know. We're more than willing. Obviously, like we did the week on CHRILLCAST, and
it's consensual.
I mean, we edited the Let's Play of Fable. Like,
they cut out all the dead space.
You need a fucking editor, dude. Reach out, I guess. Fuck, let's go, dude. I don't know. We just like having fun. If you want to have fun with us, then just let us know. Maybe another. Why you gotta make it like that, bro?
It sounds like an OnlyFans about page. I'm sorry.
Fuck you, dude. OnlyFans.com/DotSlashFrag. Check it out in April. Wait, not April. What comes after May? June. Check it out in June. Bye.
Bye, guys.
No, we're not done yet.
Wait, we don't end it. It's ours, Joey. We can't end it. Stop. We can't end it. It's not us.
Sorry. That was a look into
I was gonna offer
That's
up
usually how they go.
Just to finish this out. is there any questions you have for me or about Will or anything before I conclude this?
Okay. You guys ever kissed before?
Nope.
Okay. So you say this is a new, your interview section is like brand new. Is there any people that you would like to have on?
It's not brand new. It's what we used to do on Wednesdays like a year and a half ago, the conversations with the CHRILLCAST. And then we did it live for a little while, but I felt like doing it live put a lot of pressure on people during an interview. So I was like, maybe we take this back to pre-record in case anybody's like, I don't feel comfortable answering this live.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean, like a pre-recorded sort of setting, because we were on your live one, and that was we had a lot of fun with it, even with your chat. But like your new pre-recorded setting, like, is there anybody who you'd like to have on that would, like, is there anybody in your clique that like you don't think would like to, like, you don't think would come on, but you would love to have them on?
Oh,
is
and
anybody like that?
Okay. There's a lot of like retro modders that I really want to have on stream, and I keep getting like ghosted after they say, "Oh yeah, come on,"
well,
and then like a week
never know
later, I'm like, "Hey man, you ever come on?" Nope. I'm okay. All right, whatever, man.
Worth a shot.
We've tried connecting up with like Retro Future, but he's so busy, and he's in like he's still in the UK or he's moving, one or the other. And then there's also, you know, people that I consistently like to have on, but now that the world's opened back up for the meantime, he's been traveling the globe. Adam Koralik, he's one of my favorite people to have on because I've really connected with him. He's a good dude, honestly, like exactly how I thought he was going to be watching his videos for the last decade. And so it's been cool. Like, you know, they say never meet your heroes, but you know, I've met plenty of them at this point, and I think they're all pretty amazing, actually.
That's pretty cool.
Definitely going to connect up with Chris Raygun again this year. He's already messaged me and said he's down to come back on. So I haven't killed that friendship yet. I've tried pretty hard, but I haven't managed to do it yet.
Alex, you got any questions?
Yeah. What's your guys', I guess, biggest goal for 2022?
That was what I was going to ask you. I totally forgot to do that. What is your first? You answer first.
No. You can't hit me with the Uno reverse. Yeah. You tell us, and then I'll tell you. You show first.
I think the goal for this year is just to enjoy what we've built. But if I had to put a number to it, I definitely would like to see a 2 in the front of our subscriber count.
That'd be nice.
Could be 20,000, honestly. That'd be fine.
Just 2 million, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. 200 million passing up PewDiePie and T-Series.
Whatever it has to be.
Just, you know, a 2 in the front.
That's good though. Like to stay loving your content.
We start losing subs to 200.
200. We made our goal.
Lost the partnership, lost the community.
Here we are.
Lost $200. All good.
All right, Alex, what's your goal for DotSlashFrag for the year?
What's my goal? What's our goal? What do you mean? What's my goal, dude?
He's the only one with the goal. Everybody else.
I'm the interviewer now.
I mean, I would like us to post at least like one IRL thing a month, if possible. Doesn't have to be like extravagant. What was that word you said?
Extravagant.
Yeah, that. It doesn't have to be anything special.
Extravagant.
Hey, look, it just goes to show you don't need to know how to speak English in order to live a good life.
You could be on YouTube.
You could be on YouTube too. Anyways,
está la cabeza?
Cállate la foca. Post one IRL thing every month would be great. Get our variety down to like not a science, but like to something we can repeat. So like movie essay things, like start planning those out like more in advance. Glitch, I'd like to glitch more on other games. I was actually really hoping to transfer into Halo Infinite, but
they keep fixing the glitches.
They keep fixing the glitches, and like I don't know, man. Like Halo Infinite is like, look at this trick shot I spent 500 hours setting up. I threw a fucking warthog across the map and grappled it. And it's like, that's to me, it's just boring. Like, I like finding ways to break the game and then showing those to people. Like, I don't.
Kind of like the Halo 2 when they discovered the Scarab gun above the tunnel.
Yeah, like finding stuff like that and then sharing it. Like I love doing that. Like I don't necessarily care about like I got all the way above the skybox by throwing a warthog. Like I have better things to do in my time.
So
that being said, like I do jump around into walls 24/7 in Destiny to find holes in walls. So it's like, do I have better things to do? I don't know.
So I think our goal for the year would probably be like come up with a tighter structure for the channel and come up with something that's more fluid. Figure out the channel a little bit more.
Yep. We got to find one more niche, dude. We got to get added glitches and let's plays and have one more niche.
That's you could reboot the Now We Gaming podcast featuring Chris from the CHRILLCAST.
Wow. See? She's got all these ideas. I think your Now We Gaming should have guests, but maybe not. I don't know. That's totally you guys. No, I mean, our Now We Gaming we had guests on all of them. It's just most of them were like people we were with, like Beers and Bacon or like Darby. But we did have
Wako
Bako on one, and
Wako
Bako. So
I must have missed those couple.
Yeah,
we had Lance Akira on to talk about
anime
and manga.
There you go. Was it? Wait, did you have the guy from the film? Whatever the film podcast co-host you guys had. What was that podcast? They discussed film.
Yes.
Oh, Greg.
Greg. Yeah. So Icy Mix is another one of the members of DotSlashFrag. Yeah, he has a podcast.
They even still do that.
They still do it. I mean, I was just on it for the Halo show.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that.
Nobody liked it, by the way.
Nobody liked the show.
The podcast or the show?
Podcast.
The show.
Wow. He's like, take it down. Cut that out.
Alex is like, I'm out of here.
So I think the one thing that we were planning, but it kind of fell through just because of like timing, was like we did a 3v3 versus game developers, and like we have communications with a lot of indie devs. But like in that episode, we tried to like ask them questions and stuff, but it kind of feels like not natural playing a game and interviewing at the same time. So I think maybe if we do the podcast again, we'll bring that back, but we'll just like have them on and ask some questions instead.
I would love
that. You guys have footage just playing in the background. Like you've already played the game, have that in the background of the green screen or whatever.
Yeah.
And like ask them about this, especially because it would remind you of things as you're watching the footage in the background.
Yep.
Yeah. I think what happened with that one was in particular is they were launching a PvP base on their game. So it was like brand new being introduced, and they wanted us to play with them to like see new modes. So we were like, okay. And then we were like, well, we should ask them questions about like the game and stuff while we're there, like take advantage of the situation.
Sure.
But yeah, we're not interviewers. We're not professional interviews like the CHRILLCAST. So we didn't really come across as natural.
I don't get paid for this stuff. No.
But yeah, that was fun, and I think we do need to do more of that.
All right.
I do have another question.
Okay.
So this question comes. This question comes from the vault of Now We Gaming.
Oh.
Let me get the episode number for you. It comes from episode 3, the Pokemon trading card game.
Okay, hold on. Let me find it.
Joe, you know what I'm gonna ask?
No, I don't. I have no idea. I don't remember this at all. Pokemon trading card game.
Chris, were you ever into Pokemon trading cards when you were little?
I did more Yu-Gi-Oh, but I did also have Pokemon cards. Okay. They're probably still in this room.
So you like Yu-Gi-Oh better than Pokemon trading card game?
It was just more popular, honestly, when I was playing cards. Because Yu-Gi-Oh was at its height of popularity when I was playing cards.
All right, well, when I was little, I had a Pokemon card with Misty on it.
Okay.
Where are we going with this?
It was a naughty little card, bro, for a little kid to have. Anyways, are there any Yu-Gi-Oh cards you've ever jerked off to?
No.
None?
I can honestly say no.
Okay. I know you have Dark Magician Girl.
I actually don't. That's a cool card, though.
The Harpies? You don't have the Harpies?
I don't have that one either. No, I had
you were missing all the good stuff.
The best card that I had was Black Skull Dragon because I wanted it from the show.
Well, that's not sexy.
No, it's not.
I mean, to me, I'm not gonna judge people.
Listen, all right, okay, so you don't understand. I get like extremely competitive. So like, I don't care what the art on the card is. I just want stuff that's gonna win the game.
Oh yeah, I'm in that too. I'm a big card collector.
So that was for me. Is like whatever is going to like. I was like the Kaiba of like my group. I just wanted the best cards and I wanted to win.
Yep. Other people were like, I get the cards for the art, and you're like, you're weak.
Exactly. There was my brother who would like come up with a strategy specifically just to beat me. Like that was the only thing his deck did was beat me every time. So I was like, dude, stop this. Because you could like look through all my cards any day. It's like, and he knew exactly what I had. It's like, I know what's in your deck, dude. Yeah, so you can literally just make your strategy all about beating me.
Counters, love it.
But he also got the like the same day I got Black Skull Dragon like magically out of a mystery pack. My brother got Thousand Eyes Restrict, and that thing, if you don't know, is actually banned from being used in duels now.
Yeah, I ran those decks
at the time. If he got that thing on the field, it was game over.
Yep, so much fun.
Yeah.
So you're definitely sticking with no.
That is a fact.
Not at all. Okay.
Well, I'm glad this question went better than when we asked it. Because when we asked it, we were interviewing Joey's real life friend, Wacko Backo. He does a Pokemon channel with card openings and stuff. He like DC'd, like his internet cut off before I asked the question, and it was just like super awkward silence.
He asked it, silence, and there was locked out. And we were like, well,
it was a good time.
That is
and for the record, no, I never jerked off to no Misty naked. Okay, I would never do that.
Me either.
Future children watching this episode.
Flynn, don't you look at his Pokemon cards.
Don't you dare go in there. Those are mine. Don't you dare touch those.
Don't you touch Misty.
She's mine.
He's like,
we gotta go.
Why are these cards stuck together?
We gotta leave.
I can't even see Misty. The Brock's in the way. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Any other
questions?
This episode's demonetized. Anyways.
Yep.
That meme, that's typical for us.
Yeah,
right?
That's us. Come on.
Most of the stuff I've been posting lately, if I don't hit monetize it before, okay, tell me if you've got this problem. If I don't monetize a stream before I go live, it automatically goes yellow.
A stream?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
If I don't hit monetize ahead of time, my stream automatically goes yellow.
So if you hit it like while you're streaming?
If I hit it when I'm done streaming.
Oh, no. I mean, ours have been okay after the fact, except we streamed Lego Star Wars and got fucking copyright notice from Big Bang Theory. Like, they were like, oh, the text scroll is from Big Bang Theory, episode 135, where Star Wars was in it. And I'm like, it's not even the same, bro. Like, what are you on? So they released that eventually. But then John Williams.
Auto copyright.
Yeah.
Here's the reward for people that have made it this far into the podcast. And one last question. What's the stupidest thing that's happened to you on YouTube or Twitch?
Stupidest.
Besides BBC, copywriting the shark footage in our Face Off Friday where you guys argued over sharks and crocodiles.
Stupidest thing. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. So I don't know. I like to give back and I like to help. So we make a lot of content, obviously. Some of it's original, some of it's borrowed and altered, et cetera, et cetera. So we made influence. Sorry, not borrowed. Don't kill us, Disney. Moana. I promise we didn't sing Moana. We didn't sing the song.
Never happened.
So we have another channel. It's like ./meme or something. And like,
yeah. Interstellar, right?
At first it was like clips, right? Like we were just posting clips there. And then we're like, I don't want to be a YouTuber with multiple channels posting clips. We just want to focus on one channel. Like it's just, if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So we made this channel, it had clips on it. So like there's a Trump propaganda green screen. It was like, it was just something really funny that happened at the time where he's like pointing at the screen. He's like, yeah, I did that. So it was like, oh, I'll just green screen it and then people can use it as a template. And then like this Choco Challenge 3D box, like we use that in one of our videos. I made it in Photoshop. It's like a full 3D render. So I was like, fuck it. I just posted it up and there's like links to download them. All right. So we made a meme video of Interstellar the scene where he's crying in Blue's Clues when he came back. And he's like, hey guys, so that you can find that one on our channel. Unfortunately, you can't find it on this channel. I'll tell you why. We made the clip. Let's see if this comes up, dude.
Dollar store muffins.
Wow. Somebody
stole it. 193 views.
Yeah, that's whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Put ./frag in there, bro. I don't want to see all these people stealing my shit.
Damn.
So, like, this is like Ice-T Mix loves throwing these ideas at us, and I think this might have been one of his. So this, like, Cooper receives a message from Steve. All right, so it's literally him there reacting to Steve, and I was like,
I don't want to get copyright claims, so I'm not gonna.
This won't copyright claim me. So I was like, wow, dude. I was like, took me a while to like green screen the shit out around his fingers and stuff. And I was like, I'll post the actual source file on the other channel. So I posted it on the other channel, and they copyright claimed and striked, not just claimed, they striked the channel because it was stolen content. But it was like, I used like the scene in perpetuity, like the whole scene. So they were like real butthurt about it. And like I had like clipped some of the audio out, so it wasn't even like the music or anything. They just straight struck the video, and they're like, nah, go fuck yourself. So since we have a channel ./meme and ./frag, ./frag got struck. All channels got struck. Every single channel we have on YouTube got struck. And It was like, yeah. And it was basically like, because you're like the same name and everything, like Alex Fernandez or like my name on there and email and stuff, they're like, all your channels got strikes. And I was like, cool, dude. And then they're like, if you want to learn how to not get strikes, you have to come to our YouTuber school for content creators, and we'll remove the strike from your channel. And they were like, or just don't get a copyright notice. And I was like, dude, go fuck yourself. I was like, I'm not coming to no school of how to not get strikes. Like, it was clearly nobody's coming to our channel to watch Interstellar, like the movie. And I'm just like, whatever, man. I was so upset. I was so tilted about it that I was like, I don't even want to post anything right now. But it was like such a simple thing. And it was like, they didn't strike this one, the one that's actually posted in live. They struck the one that was like a green screen template to help other people make a meme. And it's just like, when that happened, I was like, I'm not posting any more templates. I don't care.
Yep.
It's just not worth it. Like, if somebody wants to message, I'll send you the source files, but it's not worth it.
Yep.
So that's the stupidest thing that happened to me. How about you?
Yeah.
The stupidest thing that's ever happened to me, actually kind of a similar story-ish. We had a video. Actually, no, it's completely different now that I'm thinking about it. The stupidest thing that's ever happened. I had something like that happen, but this is even stupider. We had Vic Blanco Prods, who's kind of a drama channel, or at least he was. Now he's more of a cooking channel on TikTok and now Instagram, I think. But he does like these really interesting like cooking things. But anyways, for a while there, he was like a drama discussion channel, and he did like H3H3. He did some green guy, something or other. Anyways, long story short, he accidentally got into a tiff with a guy that had a bunch of money and like used botnets and stuff. So we posted our interview with him, and for a guy that had like maybe 200 subscribers at the time, we had like 5,000 dislikes and a freaking community strike. It's like, what the
That's so crazy.
So this guy with a botnet just like botted the hell out of our video and got it removed from YouTube with a community guidelines warning.
That's terrible.
The power that
people have.
Well, I had to repost it. So here's the problem. He like did his whole so basically like, I believe that all content should be allowed on the internet essentially, but at the same time I can see why this particular film was taken off the internet, and I'm not going to mention it because if I mention the film that he's talking about, it's going to get our channel hit. But we had footage from that playing in the background of him tearing this film apart. So YouTube thought we were promoting the original film, even though we were promoting his video where he tore the film apart. So I had to blur out like 30 minutes of footage in the interview. So basically, by accident, this botnet that tried to hit us with a dislike and a community strike actually got YouTube to recognize footage that otherwise would not have hurt our video.
That's wild.
It was so bizarre. And I literally spent like an hour editing and blurring out all of the footage from this film that shouldn't be on YouTube apparently, so that it wouldn't show up in any of the bot stuff. Long story short, I had to do way too much work to keep an interview with a friend of ours on the internet because of an idiot with a botnet.
Yeah.
That was the stupidest thing that's ever happened. It's like, recognize that this is a botnet, YouTube. Get this guy off. He doesn't belong on the internet. Just because you can throw $10,000 to destroy a YouTube channel with 500 subscribers, it doesn't mean you should.
Exactly.
All right. Anyways, long story short, that's the stupidest thing that's ever happened to me.
One quick side note: we've had a couple episodes where audio was fucked, and I literally was like, we had so much fun playing. It was a game called Wolfenstein: Return to Castle Wolfenstein. And the audio was totally fucked, and we had so much fun playing, and I didn't want to like re-record it or anything. I literally dubbed over my voice the entire episode. It was really cringe, but hey,
it was hilarious to listen to and like parsec him like trying to figure out what he'd like listen to what he was saying and like the inflection on his voice, and then he'd hit record and be like, "Hey, where do I go from here?" He's like, pause, like listen to it.
I was dubbing over it, boys. If you can
funny.
find that episode, I'll give you a cookie. Anybody watching?
Yeah, he'll never figure it out, dude. He's a pro actor.
That happened to us once. Like the entire podcast recorded, and it only recorded Will and our guest. And I did like hours of dubbing, and then I just called the guest and I said, "Hey, can we just redo this episode?"
Yeah,
it was Arash.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff.
So sometimes it's not worth it.
It's just like, I could dub this, but I have no freaking clue how to read lips.
Well, in my case,
at least we had our audio.
Yeah, I had the audio, but it was like scuffed. Like it was bad.
Ever since then, I had always had a backup track. But since StreamYard, you don't need a backup track at all. It's like it does it in the cloud. I've never had an issue. As long as people can hear me, I know that it's recording it.
Exactly. Nice.
So otherwise, I'll blame StreamYard. If we lose a podcast, I'll charge them the $5 we would have made.
On you.
That $5 fee.
Yeah, give me that for $5. Anyways,
send them a quote.
Is there anything else other than telling people to subscribe to ./Frag on YouTube and Twitch, and make sure you use that Prime sub accordingly?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. Like
no, just I'm talking over you. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Keep an eye out. We have lots of new things coming out. There's more stuff we haven't talked about. We have new formats coming out. We have a new rebranding possibly that's coming out with like 3D avatars and stuff, and maybe possibly 3D VR characters. And
I need Matt to do some krills for me.
Yeah. So keep an eye out. We have a lot of cool stuff coming out this year. If you want to hang out, join our Discord. We're very active in it. And that's it.
Yep. And if you watch this next stream, drop in I watched you on the Crilly Boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The
and if
Crilly
you did,
Boys.
Do it anyway.
./Frag brought to you by CHRILLCAST.
the Crilly Boys, the Crilly Billies. Anyways, watch out for Tales of Initiative and ./Frag in the future and in the past. Definitely in the past, maybe in the future.
Yeah. Beers and Bacon and I were going to be on an episode. Well, we were going to be on a new one, and I had to step out, unfortunately. But Beers and Bacon will be on it. It's called Total Party Chaos. So keep an eye out. I don't know when it's going to go live. I don't think it's live streamed. I think it's going to be recorded, but who knows? Oh, right. Never mind. There it is. Total Party Chaos. And there's Beers and Bacon right there.
I know. I thought you were gonna click that. I'm like, damn.
On that first one, that's my boy Beers and Bacon.
Oh, there he is. He's so beautiful.
He's so close. Click it, bro. I want to see his face.
He clicked it. Wait for his internet.
I'm sorry. I have anger issues late at night on Sunday. I haven't had my.
Have you taken your pills yet, Alex?
No, I haven't had my pills yet.
Oh man. It's okay.
Yeah, go check out Tales Initiative. They're really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I said, make sure you guys subscribe. I hope I have this in here multiple times throughout the episode. Just subscribe to ./Frag. You'll enjoy them.
I mean, honestly, dude, before I started YouTube, I never subscribed to anybody, so I get it. Like, if you just search our name up every time and watch our videos, that's cool too. You don't have to subscribe. Like,
yeah. We got 1,000 subscribers. We'll get paid for that view.
Exactly.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
And if you have a botnet, then go ahead and subscribe with all of your bots.
Yeah, all of them.
I do not support that message. YouTube, please don't ban me. But I won't care if it happens. But I can't support it.
Yeah, we will not say to do it, but we won't not say to not do it.
If you do have a botnet, stay away from me. I don't need another 5,000 dislike video and a community guidelines strike for no reason.
You like how the Wills in the background stay still?
Will is never changing.
Still will. Okay, now that we've gone past the ./frag into the ./meme territory, I'm going to just say I really appreciate you guys coming on here. I've got plenty of content here to edit through and make it sound like I'm actually smart a little bit.
If you can touch us up to that'd be nice.
Give the Alex a nice little tan, and Joey's gonna be white as a ghost by the time he comes out.
That's okay. I'm here for that.
Bring back the purple hair with the Snapchat filter the whole time. Anyways,
one thing we didn't talk about.
Sure.
I always make Joey look impeccable. I take his fucking stutter and I clip it out and I crush it. It's true. Amazing.
My ums completely gone. The likes gone.
Cut them out.
He makes me feel like I graduated college.
I'm the Terminator.
He's like the likes, the comments, and the subscribes totally gone.
Cut them out.
Off.
Okay, real quick. I do remember when you guys did the sub in for our channel, and Joey goes, "I got a trap card," and you're like,
yeah.
Just like, yeah, Joey.
That's what he does. He loves doing it, bro.
That's my favorite thing to do, to force edits. That's my favorite thing to do on the channel.
Oh man! All right. Yeah. Well, on that note, I really appreciate you guys. Check out my trap card. No, I'm just kidding.
There it is. Whoa!
Whoa! That's a crazy
pitfall trap.
Did you see that pitfall trap?
Oh my goodness! Chris just fell off the screen. All right. I just want to zoom out of this thing. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys drop a follow, like, comment, subscribe, everything you can do, and then head over to Fruit Lab and donate 1 million pips to these guys.
Oof.
And
Yummy.
As always, I am Chris.
I'm Alex,
and I'm Joey.
And you get it right.
Dill Pickle Will. And we will see you all on the next CHRILLCAST or ./frag CHRILLCAST crossover, if that happens in the future.
Among us.
Losing words. All right. See y'all later. Conversation in the CHRILLCAST over.
Bye.